On the 21st of October 2016, our lives changed forever with the birth of our beautiful little boy, Dahi. At the beginning of that very year, in January 2016, the Health Committee decided not to go ahead with Joanne Dobson's private members' bill for soft opt-out organ donation legislation to be put in place, instead announcing that the government would be committed to promoting organ donation and reporting that the question would be revisited in 2021. Although Dahi's organ donation journey began in January 2018, he wasn't listed for heart transplant until June 2018, and just a month later in July, our Donate for Dahi campaign was launched by Mayor of Belfast, Deirdre Hargey. The campaign continued to raise awareness and to break the taboo of organ donation. But with no government in place at the time, we decided that we would assess the support of soft opt-out organ donation at a local government level. To mark the beginning of Organ Donation Week 2019, our local councillor, Michael Donnelly, submitted a motion to Belfast City Councillors to support the introduction of soft opt-out organ donation. The British Heart Foundation (NI) released the figures of their survey that very day, which showed that 70% of our population also supported the introduction of soft opt-out organ donation legislation. Belfast City Hall was spectacularly lit up pink that night in support of organ donation, and inside the chamber, councillors voted to carry the motion. Councillors from the DUP voted against this motion. However, this allowed our campaign to contact the DUP, and their health spokesperson at that time, Paula Bradley, was very happy to meet with us. Paula, along with Councillor Stephen Ross and wee Oscar, had a very positive meeting with our campaign and confirmed that as a party, the DUP were not, in fact, unanimously against the question of soft opt-out, but that it would come down to the individual's personal preference. Months passed, and by March 2019, every council in the north had now passed the motion in support of our Donate for Dahi campaign and for soft opt-out organ donation legislation to be introduced. By November of 2019, our campaign had gained the confidence to write to the Permanent Secretary of Health, Richard Pengelly, calling for the introduction of soft opt-out. A letter would be sent from our own family and Donate for Dahi campaign, accompanied by letters of support signed by all party leaders, along with the British Heart Foundation (NI) and the British Medical Association (NI). Although we would initially be disappointed with the reply of the Permanent Secretary, we were uplifted by the support of the party leaders and wouldn't have to wait too long, because in January 2020 we had a government again after 3 years. Despite the party leaders having supported our letter to the Permanent Secretary, we could not take it for granted that the legislation would be put into place. Later that month, Donate for Dahi met with Colm Gildernew and Pam Cameron, the Chair and Deputy Chair of the Health Committee. A positive meeting and the beginning of a relationship between the campaign and the Health Committee. In February, our newly appointed Health Minister, Robin Swann, gave a commitment to meet with our campaign the following month, and Paula Bradshaw, MLA from the Alliance Party, would also table a question in Stormont, asking if there were any plans to introduce soft opt-out organ donation. March 2020 is a month that many of us won't forget in a hurry, with the introduction of a national lockdown due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. This would therefore rightfully postpone our 23rd of March meeting with Minister Swann. Although attention was firmly on the pandemic, we would continue our campaign to encourage people to join the organ donor register and to also lobby for the introduction of soft opt-out. During lockdown in May, we were thrilled to hear of the introduction of Max and Ciara's Law in England. Soft opt-out legislation was named in honour of two heroes, Max Johnson, who received the gift of a new heart, and Ciara Ball, who gave the gift of life after tragically passing away. Although it seemed as though time was passing slowly, the days quickly rolled into weeks and months. Daithí would make an appeal to our politicians through our friends at the British Heart Foundation NI, and later in the month MLA Pat Sheehan would submit a private member's bill for soft opt-out. A few weeks later, Minister Swan would bring a ministerial bill forward and announce that there would be a consultation on soft opt-out organ donation legislation. We, like others who have been campaigning for this, were absolutely thrilled with the news. We were and are very proud of the work that we have put in day and night to contribute to this outcome. A rescheduled meeting with Minister Swan took place in August, and it was an honour for us having the Minister congratulate us on all our hard work. We feel very privileged to be part of this journey. Throughout our meeting, the Minister clearly stated that time was of the essence, and that time could play the biggest role in this bill not going through. We would like to encourage people from all walks of life to take part in this consultation and to have your opinion heard, whatever it may be. The time is now. Let's create hope for all those waiting on the greatest gift of all, the gift of life.